Cenat interviews LeBron James. They met. When did they meet? They met like, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? When did this come out? 1 day ago. I think it was yesterday or the day before. He introduced Cash Nasty and Ty Lil to LeBron. Apparently, I think they might do a stream together soon at Kai's spot. Yeah, I mean, let's watch this. Let's go. Let go.
Okay,
I don't know too much about basketball. I just know like the basic shit. I'll watch it more if the times weren't so late. Obviously, London, the games are on at like 2 a.m. in the morning and shit. Okay.
Oh shit, I have a big impact on the world, on people.
Well,
let's listen.
Kids, obviously, I had 3 older sisters that were probably my biggest sporting inspirations, and they were all very active.
Okay, so Tom Brady, that's Wembanyama. Everyone just calls him Wemby. LeBron. This is Maverick Carr. I can't lie, I don't know who Maverick Carr is.
I saw what they did for our family, and for me to be at the ball fields my entire life growing up and going to women's softball games, and
I'm gonna have to turn the captions on, you know.
I was like, that was my entire life. So it was an early age for all of us, and then the fact that we got to move on to a professional level.
Just because the echo and stuff.
And then to have my kids, you know, be a part of all these incredible moments that I had, but then to experience it with you guys, I mean, look at what sports is doing for us right now. We're coming from all over the world.
Okay, so this is Fanatics Fest.
We're all in this room together to share like a really unique moment. This is a unique moment in my life. You don't see many of these rooms full of people with this much excitement. So it's an amazing impact, not personally from the inside out, but also from the outside in. And I think the important part is for us always to, you know, hold sports at a high standard, and always, you know, as athletes, I always felt it was a responsibility to show up every day and give you guys everything.
Yeah, of course.
And I know LeBron does that. I'm sure
he got seven rings, 7 Super Bowl rings. Is that what they get rings? I swear.
We've been all over the world, from China to all over the place, all over the world. Does it ever cease to be what sports can do and bring people together like this, and people getting excited? And is that why you still play and love it?
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, we've been all over the world, man.
Okay. Yeah, they Americans be glazing LeBron like crazy. We can't even hear what he's saying, bro. Tell the crowd shut up.
Always forever and always forever great.
People ask me this question all the time, and I say, I don't know. How much longer, bro?
How much longer is he gonna play for? Is that what he's asking? How old is LeBron? Hang on. Let me figure out how. Hey Siri. How old is LeBron James?
LeBron James is 40 years old.
40! God damn! He's 40? Ronaldo's 40 as well, I think. The Ronaldo of basketball. Can basketballs play for longer than football players? I think so, because the courts are smaller, they do less running. Know what I'm saying? Tom Brady as well, he played until like 40 something. Crazy.
You guys are really nice. That was scary. Unbelievable. One of the best games I've seen. But what is it for you? What does it feel like for you to be in a whole other country playing a sport that you love? Living in the city.
Oh, I was asking Wemby this, right?
What does that feel like? Are you loving it? And is it what you expected?
Yeah, it's unexpected more coming from Europe. Basketball first does leagues here, and it's the best country here to be an athlete by far. Obviously,
Okay, does Wemby? I don't even know. Let me ask Siri again. Oh, for fuck's sake, take your time. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Fucking come then. What team does Victor Wembanyama play for?
Victor Wembanyama plays for San Antonio Spurs.
San Antonio Spurs. Hey Siri. What? For fuck's sake. Hey Siri. Stop leaving me. Oh, Siri's ghosting me. Hey Siri. What league is the San Antonio Spurs in?
The Spurs bested the Raptors by a score of 125 to 1.
Bro, I asked what league. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What league are the San Antonio Spurs in?
Here's what I found.
Compete the NBA. Okay, you know what? Fuck this. Let's just carry on with this.
obviously it's partly with the family, and my life is different from the all the tough American prospects. But hey, I get this life. I'm so happy, and I know it's a sacrifice to be away with the family. You
Hey Kai, I'm a little offended. They're up here talking about greatness. No one's asked you or me anything about that.
Okay, who is this dude?
I was just with Kai. This is gonna sound really crazy. We were together 2 days ago. In Cannes, and we were doing something together. He came to the back. He was like talking to me. It's cool. First time we met.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Maverick, forget all that. I'm a LeBron James! I'm in LeBron! Hold on. I tried to hold it in, chat.
Hold on.
I tried to hold it in, but hey, I'm not about to act like I'm not next to Tom Brady, LeBron James, Maverick, and Wemby. Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
And who's the other
I don't
dude?
even know how I'm here right. I don't even know what's going on right now. It's like, yo, make some
Are
noise.
these the goats? Are these the goats of every goat of streaming, goat of NFL? I don't know what Maverick Carter does. Goat of basketball right now, and this dude, whoever he is.
Some noise,
All the goats.
Oh, yeah, hold on. So, y'all know I'm from New York. Yo,
New York. Yeah.
The best city in the world, you are. New York City. The Bronx in the building.
Maybe.
Brooklyn in the building. Queens in the building. Staten Island in the building. Manhattan in the building. Woo.
I'm going to New York soon, so we'll see about that.
You've had everyone run you face around the screen. You've had a bunch of people in the screen. I think I know the answer to this. Does this get old to you? Do you pinch yourself that you're on stage with some of the greatest to ever do it?
Hell no. I just told you, I don't even know how I'm here. Like, it's like sometimes you just gotta glaze. Like, it's just like y'all got like a nice
See, that's what I'm saying. Kai is the only clear one here. The others I could barely understand. I don't know if the mic is too close to them or they're not speaking loudly enough. But Kai, I can hear every word he's saying clearly.
to y'all. Like,
I don't even need caption phone.
like damn, like I feel amazing. I'm just
Or
back-
maybe it's the mic for the camera, because the camera and he's got a mic connected, so this camera can hear him
be
more
here. Like,
clearly.
I'm really
Maybe
in the
it's that.
barbershop with the goats right now, y'all. Like, I'm glazing. I don't care though. I don't care.
I would be.
Look, huh?
Are we in the stream right now?
Yeah, we on the street. Wait, hold on. Where my cameraman at? Yeah, we on the street. Yo, chat right there.
There we go. That's all.
Yup.
My mom is watching. That stream is so big. My mom is watching that stream.
So, by the way, we were in the back.
His mum was watching. Damn. Mums be watching Kai Cenat streams?
Swarm came. It almost felt unsafe. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, oh, Kai's here. All right, just let you know, levels of just. How do you realize? When did you realize, Kai, that it wasn't just you in front of your camera or computer screen? taught us friend? When did you realize you had a real impact and it was a much bigger thing?
To be honest, a riot happened like 3 years ago. 2023, downtown.
Whoa, what's this maths? A riot happened 3 years ago in 2023. It's 2025. 2023 was 2 years ago.
So
The math ain't mathing.
So let me get into it.
The math
shout out to
ain't
a
mathing.
giveaway. I
Was
thought
that in New
100 people
York?
was gonna show up. Ended up being 10,000. It was crazy. Like that's
They got
when I knew,
arrested
like,
and shit.
damn, like I gotta
Was
start
it
taking
that?
things more serious. I gotta influence. I gotta start being careful with the things I do. So, and I'm just glad to build the relationship that I got with my chat because, like, without them, like, I'm nothing for real. Like, so like they know everything about me. Like we have these memories that I go through. This is gonna be a core memory right here, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. God is good. I'm grateful.
You've had, I'm sorry, yeah, I was just saying this in that perspective too for all of us, because in so many ways we still feel like the same way, right? I'm sure Ron feels this, I do too. Even though I'm almost 50 years old, I still remember.
God damn! Wait, who said? I swear someone said damn.
I'm almost 50 years old, I still remember the first moment where all of us keep you so grounded, like you meet people.
I don't think Tom Brady understood
When I
that.
meet all these young NFL players, one thing I always try to help them be the best they can be. Because when I was a young player, all those older guys, they were trying to help me be the best I could be. And so much of life is when you achieve what you want to achieve, and how do you know other people achieve what they want to achieve. And I think the world changes, like how what he's doing.
That's nice.
And the impact he has, well, he's impacted the world in a great way too. So life continues to change and evolve, and you learn from the people that are older from you, and then eventually you start learning from the people younger than you too, which is an amazing part. They see the journey they're on, how they're doing, and that continues to inspire you to be better. So it's amazing for me to be up here with you, with your following, all the people you got that follow you every day. My son is a big time fan.
Ooh, glaze me. Yes, Tom. Thank you, bro.
Tom, one quick question before I come to you with me. How have my Giant fans been treating up to the taking care of boys?
How are my Giant fans? Hang on. Let's reload that. I can barely hear.
How do you have any sons? See what I got to do you?
Yeah, the mic ain't picking it up like properly.
You beat in the big game, so it's okay. I'm gonna work a lot. My son lives here, but you guys keep talking on your shit. One thing I've had a up close seat is to, over the years, LeBron's off-season regimen and how seriously he takes it and how he's always challenging himself to be greater and do new things, incorporate new things. You've had somewhat of an interesting summer, an untraditional summer that hit the net recently. Talk to us about what you've been up to this off-season.
I've been around the world. I was just in China for 2 weeks. Practicing with the moms, trying to put my body in different things that I hadn't done before.
Well, you can't just casually drop practicing at the monks. Talk to us about what
Yeah, like.
Are you allowed to talk about it? Are you allowed to talk about it? Of course I am. It was a great experience. My goal over there was putting my body in things I used to do, and allowing it to widen my range of movement, the strength. And this was probably as different as possible from what I'm used to doing, So cook food every day, no, it was like a vegan temple, monastery. You heard that, right? Of course. And Wu-Tang.
Okay, now it's a bit more clearer.
And it was supposedly no picture where to come out because I wasn't like.
Did everyone hear that, by the way? That little pop and the mic became clearer. I think. Oh yeah, someone in the chat said, "There we go, better." Okay, yeah.
So let me ask you, what you eat for breakfast?
He must have lost they couldn't feed you enough over there.
So the temple is vegan, so there's no meat there. So breakfast 5 a.m. was boiled zucchinis and rice noodles. So
chickpeas,
I actually
noodles.
tried to lose weight and actually eat some real food, but it was tough. It was an experience.
Oh, yeah, also, by the way, what did this guy eat to grow to like 7 foot, whatever the fuck he is? He's a giant, bro. Wait, what did he ask?
Anything like get smaller, like
They might work for you, but not for me. You're not ready to shave those dreads. Oh yeah, you're not dedicated like that.
Everybody has to shave their hair off, right?
Yes, it's like it's the first thing we did really, and it's about like Buddhism and
Oh, is that he's talking about when he went to China? He shaved his head. He's a Buddhist. Wait, hang on.
Buddhism. And I'm pretty sure I'm Buddhist now. I mean, they made me say something in Chinese.
Wembanyama is a Buddhist. Oh shit.
I want to ask I want to ask a follow-up to both Tom and LeBron. We know about your greatness. We know about championships, Super Bowls. You know, you guys are at the top. You're on anyone's Mount Rushmore. How important? You're on their Mount Rushmore, I'm sure. How important a role did off-season play in your careers? Your off-seasons.
I think the offseason builds towards those championships. It builds to the accomplishments that you want to have throughout the course of the season. You know, I never want to put myself in a position where I came into a season unprepared. You know, so I've always used the offseason to critique my game more than anybody. You know, there's not a coach.
The best athletes in the world do that. Ronaldo does that. Messi, I'm pretty sure, does that as well. I mean, we see a lot more from Ronaldo. He posts like training and stuff like that when it's off season. That's why at the top, you know what I'm saying? LeBron clearly does that. Tom Brady clearly does that.
There's not anybody in the world that can, critique my game or critique the way I want to prepare to myself. So, the offseason is all about like retooling, being uncomfortable like Rennie was talking about. That was the most uncomfortable state you've ever been in, and that's good. That's great for you, being comfortable, being uncomfortable. So, the off season when I won the 4 championships and I've had, memorable seasons, whatever the case may be, and even when I've lost in championships, that doesn't mean that I wasn't prepared. I was always prepared, and I think it's something off season.
Let me know what you think, but off-season for me is when you separate from the others, when all the workers and others, it's your chance to do things others don't, the work others don't put in.
He said off-season is where you separate from the others.
When you're during the season, obviously you're around your guys. You guys are building towards one common goal, and that's to ultimately host the Lombardi Trophy or, the Larry O'Brien Trophy. That is the goal. But the all seasons where you get an opportunity to actually do more like looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing ways that you can be better. Your teammates ain't with you that much in the off season. You will be with them at some point throughout the off season, and you guys running around some, working on timing, or you guys getting in the gym, you guys are working on things. But most of the time, obviously it's spent with family, but also for yourself. Like you have to design yourself to how I am going to be great, and put yourself in the most simulated moments possible. So when those moments come during the season, postseason, games that's big games, 3 and 4 nights. These guys play on a Sunday and then have to play again on a Thursday. That type of shit that you have to be able to prepare yourself in the off season for those moments.
Yeah, someone write that shit down, bro. Someone write that shit down. You was spitting fire.
3 seasons, but when I was in college too, I was different than LeBron. I think LeBron in a lot of ways had a lot tougher path, for me, because there was always such high expectations for you all the time. Since high school, and I always admired that he held himself to such a high standard, because the standard was already so high. There was a lot of times in my career people didn't expect much of me, so I had to kind of fight a different way. And what I realized for me was I had that off season. For me, I made it almost feel like it was when I was at Michigan, for example. I'm in the off season. I made it feel like I was playing Ohio State. I really did. I had to train that way. And then when I got to the pros, in the off season, I would go through workouts with my receivers, and we made sure the ball didn't hit the ground. So if I was throwing passes to Randy or Julian or Wes or Gronk or whoever it was,
Baby Gronk.
if the ball hit the ground, we had a problem. And there was almost a level of intensity because
Baby Gronk living Lizzie Dunn. Lizzie Dunn, Livy Dunn. Fuck's sake, man said Lizzie.
When the game was sent to overtime. For a it really meant something because you didn't want to wait for that big moment to deal with the emotions of the big moment. I always felt like I needed to deal with those emotions all the time. I did in every moment a big moment. So during the season, it was super important to practice hard and practice well because I needed all those guys that I got in the huddle with to deal with, man, this is big, this is, man, Cody's gonna yell at me, this is gonna happen. I needed them, to push them outside, like LeBron said, being uncomfortable with, that being comfortable with the uncomfortable. I had to make people feel uncomfortable. I had to make myself feel uncomfortable. You don't want to have to wait till the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl to be uncomfortable. That's the moment you need to be comfortable. So if you can put yourself in that moment, like, kind of in a way, predating that, then you gave yourself a huge advantage. I think when I got in those big moments, I felt comfortable because all season long, it was always about, when we get there, we can't fail.
This motherfucker ready to put on the helmet again.
Yeah, he was right though. LeBron's been a superstar since he was like 16, 17 or some shit. So he always had that high expectations.
Celebrity basketball. What's your preparation been for your celebrity?
Oh, yeah. So, you gotta be Drewski. I ain't too hard.
Before the big basketball game, I get in that gym with my boy Chris Brickley, I put some shots. With Chris, I make sure, I get my rest, because I try to make sure if I have a game the next day, my chat not gonna get no streams the day before. Chat, I'm already can't stream. I gotta lock in, I gotta stay focused. I gotta get my rest in, I gotta put my shots up. And all the time, like, I get a comparison so much. Like, Kai, you play like Braun, you play like Curry, you play like...
Wait, what did he say?
Like, Kai, you play like Braun, you play like Curry, you play like...
Kai, you play like Curry? Is that what he said?
Before I went in that tunnel, and
You play like Steph Curry?
I gotta stay focused. I can't let it get to my head. You know what I'm saying? I can't. But if my girl on that sideline, I'm dropping 40. If my girl on that sideline, I'm dropping 40. So, but that's how you got it. You gotta make sure you stay focused.
Might as well go for 50.
Kai, one of the things
You know what I'm saying?
I love about you.
If you know, you know.
I know. You're funny, you have fun, but you take shit serious. And when we were together, you were talking about your university, the Streamer University.
Streamer University. Bro, Streamer University is global. Everyone knows about that shit.
And what made you develop the university? Tell us about it.
So I got inspired to do Streamer University by watching Harry Potter. Watching it, and I was like, man, this would be cool to do in real life.
Yeah, there was a Harry Potter vibe to his when he did the the announcement. His room looked like a Harry Potter thing.
I looked at it in a deeper moment and said, damn,
Harry Potter room.
Where it's kind of like where the platform I shoot on, it's like I'm my own platform itself, so I can help somebody that's in the same lane as me that might be smaller and give them a chance to shine light. Because I feel like there's a lot of talented content creators everybody who ain't here that do content that know how hard streaming really is. But I feel like
is streaming harder than a 9 to 5?
Talent.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, like, if it's in front of the right people, it's gonna go crazy. And Streamer University was a time to bring big creators and small creators, put them in the same world under a college simulation, and get them to like learn different things on how to stream better or how to budget their money and do smarter things while they trying to become the creator that they are. And what made me happy is helping them. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, just helping somebody else out feels good. It feels great. So it's like, why not? And I just loved how that concept did work out and it did do good. So.
Hey Kai, I don't know if you realize you actually do have something in common with LeBron. You're both sending people to the University of Akron to get an education, as you are through your LMR Foundation.
Yeah.
University of Akron LMR Foundation.
I want to stop by that school. I want to go visit. I want to go like stop by that school and go say what's up to them.
Always welcome.
So does LeBron have his own like university or school or some shit?
Victor, in the NBA, have you found other players, older players, being very helpful to you as you've taken this journey to becoming an NBA player?
Yeah, more and more. Last time I saw Braun, I told him I had some questions for him. I have a note on my phone, with questions I had to ask you guys. KD, Braun. I had the chance to talk to Jokic for like 45 minutes at All-Star, so
KD, LeBron, Jokic.
And I'm taking notes. Like when I post something, I don't forget it, and it's super precious for sure.
You have any questions for Kyle? Is Kyle on that list?
Yeah.
I gotta hear what the advice he gave you. Because everything he's on, like, really? It's about to be different. Let me see that notebook.
I want to see that. Exactly. Tom, you still get calls from quarterbacks in the league now? You still up on?
Yeah, all the time. Coaches, owners, general managers, quarterbacks, receivers. So yeah, I feel like I have a great relationship with everybody. And again, it's like, how do we keep elevating sport? And you obviously feel that way about basketball, and you're trying to help streamers. And you know, I want to continue to see football get better and better. And I think good thing about being on TV, I get to broadcast the games on Sunday, is like, I get a great voice when I don't see it being done the right way. You know, and a guy's not playing the right way, and coaches not calling the right things, and it's a fun thing to be able to do, because I think we all want to see everything continue to get better and deliver the product of football, the games getting better, the better decision making, and guys playing longer, less injuries, and I just think if you can do that, it'll continue to get better and better.
I love that. Tom, any advice you could give, to a young man at the beginning of his journey, right? You having maybe the most successful career we've ever seen in football and in sports. Any advice that you wish someone had given you at this stage in your career of a victim?
I feel like I'm, pretty bad at like advice, because everyone's got to find their own path, and in the end, I did what I felt was right for me. But my journey was different. I had to take some different paths. Like how I took care of my body was a lot different than how a lot of other guys had to take care of their body. Basketball is a totally different thing than football. Like I had, Matt mentioned me being a quarterback at one point. Now I'm a lot thinner now because I used to take a lot of hits. So like I had to actually get thick for like the pounding of football, because I had Aaron Donald chasing.
Hey yo, Tom, you're freaky with it. God damn.
So like I had to actually get thick for like the pounding of football. Aaron Donald chasing me. I'm not gonna run away from him.
Hey yo. Get thick for a pounding is crazy.
For someone that maybe he's contemplating retirement, that's playing, let's say, I don't know, like 22 seasons in the sport, hypothetical, any advice for someone that may be in that space?
No, I could imagine, because, look, I went through in many ways what he's gone through, and I think the challenge probably is less physical for him than it is probably mental and emotional. And he's got a lot of other things tearing at him, and there's business things with his children, and now that Bronny's playing, and Bryce is getting older and he wants to be there for his family, and there's a lot of family demands. And I think the challenge about getting older as an athlete is like, for all of us, not everyone here is working, and your work is really important, but so are other parts of your life too. And then you have to make a choice as an athlete, because you don't get to determine when the games are when you're a player. You got to show up and play when they tell you to play. So you miss weddings, you miss birthdays, you miss Christmases, you miss Thanksgivings, and there gets a point where you're like, okay, I just don't want to give that up anymore. To have a little bit more flexibility in your life, and I think that's what weighs on you a little bit. But there's nobody in my mind that's navigated it as good as what LeBron has. What he's done in basketball.
Oh, spitting fire.
With all the pressure
spitting heat
that's been on him, in Olympics, and the different teams that he's been on, and he's always done things the right way. He's always risen above all the noise and the BS and continued to deliver. So you're witnessing the greatest ever, and I hope you guys all appreciate that.
I'm gonna just say it. Bro, you can't retire the game. I can't imagine, like from my perspective, like I'm 23, bro. Like I've been you've been there the whole time, so like literally it's crazy. Literally weird.
Literally, you can play basketball your whole day.
It doesn't feel weird.
Well, same for Victor as well.
He was drafted before I was born.
Damn.
LeBron was drafted at 12 years old, right? So, I mean, wow.
How old is Wembanyama? Okay, let me just ask. Hopefully Siri doesn't ghost me this time. Hey Siri. How old is Victor Wembanyama?
Victor Wembanyama is 21 years old.
He's 21? Oh my god. I thought he was like 25, 26 or some shit. What the fuck? He's 21, bro.
For you, because it's up to you, really. Like 10 more. 10 more. Is 10 more good for you guys? All right. Will you stretch it out now for 10 more? We're out here. Thank you guys. No, appreciate y'all.
W. Damn. Look at Wemby, bro. Where is it? Look at this guy, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? Look at him. Why is he all the way up there? And look at everyone else. Why is he all the way up there, bro? What? It doesn't make sense. He's all the way up there, bro. Oh my god. He makes LeBron look short. Look at this dude, bro. Oh my god. That was good. What was I gonna say? Next time, if I might like just watch some of it before I stream it, just to see it, like videos like this, for example, where it's like there's echoes and shit. I don't know if you could hear it. I couldn't hear it like that well, what they were saying. I had to put captions on, but next time I'll try and maybe check it a little bit, see like videos like this, for example. But yeah, great. Gonna end the stream there. Love, guys.